corner of the internet. You just sit back, relax, take a tug, a sip, a nibble, however you choose to responsibly abide, and listen to me go on about my precious treasures and shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. How about that? This is my first time doing this, so yeah. I don't have gaming to distract. Let's see. Normally I'm a baked potato. That's my thing. Tonight I'm mixing it up. I'm half baked potato, half mushroom pizza. Yeah, we'll go with mushroom pizza. So, I'm feeling good. We'll just put it that way. Everything's very shiny and sparkly, and I'm very happy. My goal is I want to set up my treasure shelf. I've never really had one before where I can display my goodies and stuff. And now that I do, I want to. Figure while I'm at it, I could tell you about whatever I remember about getting it or why I got it or what it goes along with if you've never heard of it, or maybe it's one of your favorites. If you have any questions or anything, chime in. Where shall we start? So, I know there's shit on the bottom shelf right now, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to make that like my sacrificial kitty shelf. Maybe if I give them the bottom shelf willingly, they'll leave the other shelves alone. I might be hoping too much, but they are really well behaved, so I mean, maybe I don't need the sacrifice, but I'll give it to them anyway, because they're spoiled fucking rotten. And window perch, kitty tower, another kitty tower on the way is certainly not enough in one room alone. They need more. I need to start thinking up, maybe. Adult goals. 'Cause no, 44 is not an adult yet. I would love to have those bridges and runners and shit that go along the walls. By the time I get around to that, these two are going to probably be too old to even do that. Hmm. Where to start? Where to start? That'd be the next shelf. And I'm thinking for the next shelf, that's going to be for shoes. Not like there's anything particularly special about them. Not everything's unpacked yet, so might have to revisit. I have a pair of boots that I love, and the inside print is Marvel. So when you fold them down, that's what you see is Iron Man and Thor and Spider Man. I wanted. There's one other one. I can't remember who the other one is. Kind of disappointed that the females are further in on the print, so there's no folding it down to see any of them. That kind of sucks. But yeah, anyway, different discussion. I want to put those on the shelf. along with my 3D printed Crocs. So 3D printed these a while ago out of, what is it? That flexible PLA clear yummy stuff with the neon green. But I did that because I had gotten these My Hero Academia charms. And of course, I need a way to display those. Have a 3D printer. Solution. I have worn them a few times, but I don't want to bust them because, I mean, they are really, they're not going to fall apart easily. But knowing me and I trip on air, I'd probably step on a nail or something, destroy them. Could just pop off the charms and print another pair. I think the colors work well though. Yeah, I gave My Hero Academia with that. I can't. Can you tell how that green looks? Like a really neon green. I'll have to leave that space open until I find those boots and put them in there. But that should balance out the shelf pretty well once I have them in there. And you have the light pair of shoes on one side, dark heavier shoe on the other side. So the other thing I had sitting on the shelf were these. Keep on meaning to try them. I freaking love Skittles, especially the ones that come in the yellow bag. Squishy and chewy. And then we have those. Maybe try them. But they're also really cute. And I'm very bad about when something is cute. Even though I could go and get another one super easy, I don't want to eat it. It's cute. I want to keep it. Even if like the packaging is getting a little dusty. Just look at that. That is so cute. I eat that. And can you see? Yeah. I can eat that. I am sad about this one though. I think I've had this one maybe the longest. We're not going to say how long that is. Try to see if like they're probably expired. Tried to see that the other night, last night. But I'm old and blind, so yeah. But it kind of got squished through the moves, and we'll have to try and maybe find a new one for the shelf. I still like it. It's not completely destroyed. Just needs a little love. Look at the gummies. It's, honestly, I don't think I could eat them because gummy noodles. And is that tuna? Shrimp? That's a shrimp maybe? I don't know, but gummy? No. And I love a gummy. I love a gummy. Shout out Torch. Not sponsored, but Dreams. I need to kind of make a food shelf. Sasuke's down. Not really, actually, he's kind of doing a headstand. Sasuke is so cool. Damn. Words are hard. Um, Sasuke is too cool to stand on his feet. Now he's standing on his head. Here, maybe I guess next we can talk about that because I kind of need to clear a shelf to work on a shelf, I guess. So we'll just add to chaos over here. Be back. Need that, I think, because I have plans for these guys. Man, I'm probably gonna need like 2 shelves for this one anime alone. Can't fault it. It's like the OG, my first love. Well, actually, not my first love. That was Inuyasha. I always have to think before I speak, especially right now. Yeah, but it is one of the first loves. Some of you might know about these guys, but it was a recent-ish collab between Naruto and Burger King. Get a couple of these loose already. Sasuke. It's for Sasuke. My man. My love. Kakashi. Gee. But the way they keep on bringing back his ghost is straight up disrespect sometimes. Like Lee when he sees Neji's ghost and shit. No. Don't do that to Neji. But okay, so um I really honestly tried on my own. Well, okay, not on my own. I had some family assistance. They may not realize they were assisting. Because I'm gonna swap some out trying to get the whole set. I didn't get the whole set. I didn't come close to getting the whole set. Got several duplicates. I think one or no, none of the package ones I don't think are mine. But of course, I'm not gonna get rid of the ones I tried to get in my quest. Some of them came from like local Burger King. Most of them, I think, came from the local one. Tried again. We went down to Panama. I think that's where we got Lee and Neji down in Panama. I said I tried. I didn't try super hard because I feel bad. I have a little restraint, I guess. Anyway, restraint was not actually had. Went on eBay, found somebody who did get the whole set and bought it. Himawari is adorable. You have to have the whole set. I hadn't really looked at them. They've been sitting in the package for a while because I knew I'd be able to set them up sooner rather than later. But I had at least checked out the ones I already had. Because sometimes they really do them dirty. With the, I mean, they say it's like, oh, it's Neji, and it's like, oh no, that's not. I don't know who that is, but that's not who you say it is. And I just realized the arms move a little bit. Okay, that's great. Even better. Not like they move much, just a wiggle. So, but they didn't do them dirty. They're pretty accurate. And Sasuke's brooding face is actually fucking cute. I wonder. So, really, Hachi deserved a better little brother. Leave it at that. Lee never realizes he's gonna need putty because he does not stand on his own. He's gotten into that special juice, depending on which version of the anime you're watching. But yeah, he's a little in the drunken monkey phase. Doesn't quite stand. What I'm thinking is, if you have thoughts, please tell me. Set up the full set over there, and then use some of the extras over here on my little triangle weird shelf thing. And I'm also going to use putty for the ones that are on the triangle shelf because I think I'm going to mount him upside down. Like he's being a cocky little shit upside down. Because we know he's a cocky little shit. And then, of course, I have two of, well, technically, I have three of him. So that means I have a car one, but I need to run the sun test on it because I'd rather not have him melt to my dash, but I think he should be fine. Or maybe I'll just put like a little Velcro pad situation down. So if he melts onto that. Test it and see what happens. Or just get instant gratification and hope my measures work. We shall see. And that still leaves another one of him and Lee to do something with. They might have to make it into the family vehicle. I mean, I'm sure the kids wouldn't mind sharing a little space with these guys. Probably won't even notice. that's the plan for those. Let me start with Himawari. Wig. Pretty accurate. I mean, she looks so sad, and I guess that is her whole thing when she's younger. Is what do you think? I guess it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, there we go. Pretty accurate. I mean, they spared a little detail on the design of the coat, but yeah, toes are cute. So okay. Okay, why am I going on like that anyway? Like I have any room to really judge it? Came out of a kid's meal. Figure out what to do with all that. Or my desk is gonna get so much more chaotic than it already is. He's so orange. Jesus. Wow. Like it just doesn't translate. Like at least they did like his emblem on the back. I just feel like the rest of the jumpsuit's so aggressively orange because they didn't go in with the little detail around like the waistband. But again, I'm judging. Oh, and he looks like he needs to take a shit so bad. Look at the face. Actually, yeah. We do we remember the episode of the sour milk? God, please tell me I'm not the only one who is thinking of the soured milk episode. Oh God, yes, that is the face. It does look better off camera, I think. But oh yeah, that's a lot of orange, but it's okay. Happy couple, go chill over there. Oh yes. Oh fuck yes, we have to open him. We have to open him. Oh, and if you watch Boruto, if you watch Boruto, I don't know if you hung in there that long or not, but they did him so dirty in Boruto with the hair change, the haircut. Oh, they did him so fucking dirty. They neutered him. They took him from being like, oh my god, reformed bad boy to glad he's neutered because I wouldn't want to reproduce with him anyway. So, wasted effort. Don't need to neuter what nobody wants, but yeah. Gara. Damn. Rip. Terrifying. Too reformed. To saving your village. What the fuck? Haircut. But he's super cute right here. Wish the gourd had the markings on it, but yeah. they did get everything else pretty right. Is his robe a little long? Or is that just me? I feel like the robe was shorter. But I guess with the whole shrinking, I don't know. Seems a little off. Why am I being so judgy? I fucking love them. I need to stop. Lee. Alright, we can hold off on Lee and Neji, no. Okay. Sasuke. Who we got left? We have us. Alright. A lot of mixed feelings, apparently, about this character. Those who just watched the anime feel they are the most pointless character in all anime existence. Which is saying a lot, because there's a lot of pointless characters. And then you have others who maybe have read the manga and realize how underrepresented and underappreciated this character actually is. They fail to represent why this character was so much more than just the anime. You get glimpses of it, and like later on with this character, with what's the movie? What's the movie? It's the last movie. It's Naruto, the last movie, I think, or it's the one before that. Whatever. It's gonna dawn on me later. Well, this lighting is not doing you no favors, girlfriend. Pretty accurate to the pre-chop. They missed putting her family crest on the back of her outfit, which, okay, yeah, but at least they did get it on the front. So I guess I can't be asking too fucking much, right? Like, being super negative, but I mean, for what it is, it's really cute. I do like Sakura. I mean, initially when I just watched the anime, I was like, okay, they just threw her in there to have a girl in there or something. I don't know. What is this point? Like, but then I read the manga. So, anime universe did her dirty. She is so much more. Give her her props. Alright. Should I open the other Sasuke? Or just, since I have two of them right here. Look at his grumpy ass face. Punch him. Fuck. Damn punchable. Don't you just want to punch that? Punch that little fucker. Ugh. Smug ass. I know he got his issues. We all got our issues. Fuck, we all got them. But no, we're not gonna open another one. We use one that we already have. Wait until I sneak them into the vehicles. Same goes for Neji. Oh, that needs to be open then. Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Neji. God, poor Neji. Like, seriously, of all the characters I get it. Where you're at that point, somebody had to die. Somebody had to die. It was Neji. Like, you could have killed so many others. Why Neji? Like, I'm even fine with Asuma's death. Like, don't get me wrong. I cry every time still when I watch Asuma's death. But I'm okay with his death. Whatever, you know? Rip to the old generation. No, poor Neji. Like, break my heart. Oh, the damn visions of him, ghosts of him, so, so goddamn dirty. It's horrible. Alright, let's see. We're down to two. Who do I talk about next? Lee. He looks pretty good. I mean, they got the eyes, the eyebrows. They really missed it though, not giving him his trademark white sections in his hair with the ninja. Has anybody ever caught that? Yeah. If you watch, depending on which version you watch, but if you pause it on Lee's hair, the white markings on his hair that's supposed to be where the reflection. Goddamn, words are hard. Says ninja. So, and of course, it says it in English, so you're watching the American version for that. I don't. I think that's the Elliot one. Yeah, but check it out. A missed opportunity. They really needed to include that. Just looks like a fucking helmet with bangs. God. What's with the fucking gloves? Wait. Like, is it supposed to be gloves? Or who the fuck? When the fuck did he? Lee. Lee does not wear gloves. What the fuck? He's not Michael Jackson, okay? Like, wrong way. Seriously, they fucked that up. I mean, they got the belt right because, of course, leg warmers. But really, the gloves. What the? They just forget to paint that part because it's kind of like gray. Hold on. Are they all like that? Yeah, they're all like that, though. They just. But no, it's like one of them opera gloves that goes to the elbow, too. That was intentional. Poor Lee. I might have to fix you, honey. Yeah, I might have to get out the paint and fix you. I'm glad. I'm saving the best for last. You can soothe my nerves and calm me. Real version does too. But about this one, Kakashi. Alright, look at that. Okay, we got the eye. They did pretty good. I kind of wish they'd had make out tactics sticking out of his back pocket because you know he would. You know it. Yeah. They, he looked pretty good. Yeah. toes are pretty cute too. Look at the toes. I feel about the bottom of the pants there. Like they just, it's a wrap, but it doesn't wrap. Shortcuts, shortcuts. Like the headband's like the same color as his hair though, too. Same color. I don't like that. It kind of gets lost. Mm. All right, I'm being so judgy. Yes. What can I help you, sir? Do you need something, sir? What about you, ma'am? What you need? Kitties. All right. About setting these guys up. And to help Lee and his drunken monkey ass having waves, get the putty. Good help. Lee. Even that's getting sticky. I don't like it no more. Ew, ew. That went from a yummy feeling to a ick feeling real fast. Ew. Lee, come here. That might be a little much. Yeah. Little W do you probably. Certainly learn sometimes. Just enough is just right. Sir! Oh my goodness. Goodness, sir! Somebody feels like they're not getting enough attention, I guess. You like that, my little trash bag kitty? Yes, you do, my little trash bag kitty. You're drooling. Alright, you want down now? Okay. I say trash bag kitty with love, okay? You knew his origin stories. They're really tragic, though. Every great hero has a tragic origin story. So, okay. Sidetrack. Side quest. I love these. Ooh, drink first. Did I tell you my controlled noise tonight is National Parks After Dark? Yeah, I'm still going with that one. Love me some controlled noise. There's so much chaos, slamming doors, running up and downstairs, and life. Like fucking life. Oh god, competitions. So much noise and people and movement and everything at comp. Oh, it is a season that exhausts. Like, sensory overload, here I come because I love my kids. Fuckers. I say that with love, I say that with love. If you can tell, I say with love. Anyway, what am I doing? Gonna give a story time about something. What was it? I legit can't remember. Yay, mushroom pizza. Hmm. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to me, maybe it won't. Oh, origin stories. Yes, origin story about Sir Pukes-a-Lot. Not his real name, just one of many nicknames. Guess what? No, I don't use his name for a password, so good there. Don't do that shit. Really, don't use your pet's name, nickname, anything like that as your fucking password. So many people still do that. What the fuck? I'm old and I know that. Anyway, his origin story. I used to work for a Goodwill retail store. I started out as a hanger. Later on, shifted to the cashier side, team lead, assistant management, blah blah blah. Left. Cause yeah, another story entirely. We're on to his story. Cause I have a love hate thing with Goodwill. I hate how they keep raising the prices. Like, come on. You're pricing yourself out of who you're supposed to be going towards, who you're supposed to be accessible to. But to be fair, and they are shit for advertising. There's a reason they don't advertise it because I worked there. I wanted to be on the admin side. I wanted to actually be a career coach. I had a close relationship with our career coach. Love her still to this day. All the best, girl. Um, but yeah, they have so many programs that help out. I benefited from so many programs, and it wasn't just because I worked there. It's not like you have to work there to benefit from them. You gotta ask them. Because they're not gonna come find you. They're not gonna tell you how, hey, um, we can get you a vehicle loan guaranteed, match your down payment, like match your down payment. Make sure it's going to be a good vehicle that is not going to fuck you over as soon as you pay it off in 3 years, because max loan length is always 3 years. At a 5% guaranteed interest rate. And the thing is, if you actually made all your payments on time during that 1 to 3 year time period, however long it takes you to pay off the vehicle, then all interest paid is returned to you. Which is perfect timing because usually about that time your car's gonna need some tires and some shit. So, yeah, I took advantage of that on the employee side of it though. So I had a few extra perks, like instead of on the civilian side where you got $500 match on your down payment, um, I got $1,000 match on my down payment. Anyway, yeah, and they negotiated on my car and stuff. So I am happy with it. My car's been fine. Other than not their fault. Manufacturer recall is shit. Lord. No, she's done me good. I'm not mad about it. She's been a very good car. But, it does cross my mind to pass that on to the next kids because it comes up to driving and get myself something that sits a little bit higher off the ground. Because I don't like that falling in and climbing out shit. I'd rather climb in and slide out. Okay? Much easier on these joints. Okay? Not like my sedans. It's that low. But the older you get, yeah, I need a higher allowance. I want an SUV. Oh, actually, I wouldn't mind another minivan, but we kind of probably need to update the minivan as it is. But kids are growing up too. But then again, one of them came back, so maybe we do need a van. Shit. How many seats do we need? Yeah, we need a van. Never mind. I don't think there's an SUV with enough seats. I was decorating my shelf. Anyway, his story, his origin story. I'm gonna get around to telling his origin story eventually, I swear to God. So I was working for Goodwill. Now, this happened to be my day off. And so when my phone started ringing, I really wanted to be like, Goodwill who? I don't know her. It's my day off. I don't know her. But I was like, okay, fuck. I also know, like, okay, yeah, shit. Let me guilt myself into picking up that fucking phone. But telling myself, no, I'm not gonna go in if they're calling me in. Please don't be calling me in. Please don't be calling me in. I pick up the phone. Our team lead, who speaks at a volume of 10, period, just always at a 10 when they speak. Very loud, very heard individual, if you get what I mean. Love them. They don't realize how fucking loud they are, and you have to, hey, honey. Some kind of neurospicy shit. He's laughing and giggling, and I hear several other people laughing and giggling in the background of this phone call. And she asked me, do you want a cat? What? Hee 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 hee. Ha 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 ha. Not just her, but a few people laughing. Do you want a cat? Well, yes, I do want a cat, but I got questions before I consent to anything. I got questions. Like, why the fuck are you calling me asking me if I want a cat with the whole crew back you up? What the fuck? Somebody had donated some large black garbage bags full of clothing. I mean, these are the 33 gallon ones. They are packed full of clothing. Somebody had donated several of those. Our door guy takes them and he, just, separates it between the hangers stations. Thing is, there's no hanger scheduled for the day. So it's just going to be sitting there until the next day when they come in and start hanging. Which, they always love when they come in and they don't have to get their own fucking clothes already set. Because you can get started quicker and get that shit over with quicker. Because hanging is a level of hell. Okay? I know some people fucking love hanging. Shout out, Amanda. That was your thing. You were a queen. You rocked it. Could never. I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to fucking kill myself. I had to hang my more goddamn garment. Anyway, if you have thoughts of harming yourself, do get help. Seriously. Anyway, so he separates between the hanging stations. Then our backup cashier is bored out of her fucking mind and decides, shits and giggles, she's gonna hang some clothes just to kill some time until she can clock the fuck off. Clock the fuck off. Yeah, we're gonna stick with that phrase, clock the fuck off. When words hard, works out for you. Anyway, so she gets into my hanging station, starts hanging, or gets ready to start hanging. Big black garbage bag is in front of her. She looks at it. Wait a minute. Yells for the team lead. Hey, I'm not gonna say her name. Team lead. I think this bag is breathing. Team lead's like, what? At her fucking talking at 10 at all times. What do you mean breathing? Poor sweet girl. Who gives no fucks when she's clocked out? Love her for that. She actually gave me one of my favorite comments when I asked her if she'd be attending our Halloween party in costume. She said they'll be lucky if I wear a fucking crown and thank me for it. But okay, anyway, so she's like, I think this bag is breathing. Team Lee comes over. She sees, yes, indeed, the bag is breathing. How the fuck? What the fuck? How the what? No. So they're in disbelief. And the door guy has just snuck off for his, I don't know, 20th cigarette of the day. He was great at slipping out all the fucking time. He was a creeper too. Yeah. But we can't talk about that, can we? Anyway. So he had disappeared. So I get the only other male in the building. Poor sweet, sweet boy. And he gets the bag, takes it from the hanging station to the compactor. They figure whatever's breathing in that fucking bag, they'd rather have it in the compactor. Not inside the building, I guess, because, yeah, okay, fair. And by this point, word has spread, and everybody except for the cashier who is stuck at their fucking register and cannot leave. Everybody else on shift, skeleton crew, so not many, is surrounding this bag that is breathing in the fucking compactor. Sweet boy, because I figured, okay, sweet boy, you're the only man here. You're going to man up and protect all us women. Had a golf club, ready to beat whatever popped out of the bag. Team lead opens the bag. They hold their breath. Out pops Sir Pukelot's head. Yeah. Or just sweet little boy just pops his head out. Almost got his brains bashed. Thank God that, he didn't. So, of course, they immediately take him in and try and figure out what the hell happened. Like, how did he end up in this bag? They registered, like, if our backup cashier had not decided to hang, he would have been in that plastic bag overnight, probably would have suffocated. So he got, in so many ways, almost lost another kitty life. Could have had his brains bashed in, could have suffocated, could have gotten compacted. Shit. Dude, you could have lost so many fucking lives, my man. Of course, cat distribution system is saying somebody take this fucking cat. Universe saying this cat's not gonna get his brains bashed in or suffocate or get compacted. And I was still a little hesitant. I mean, okay, fine. I got in my car. I drove my ass there. I had a carrier. I might have had food fucking already. But I was still thinking about if I was going to take his butt or not. I was still thinking about it. Regardless of the fact that I had everything ready to take his ass home. I was still thinking about it. And then I met him. What sealed the deal? Let's kill little thing right here. Look at that paw! Look at that fucking paw! He's missing a toe. Yes. I know you want to be fed. You always want to be fed. See the cuteness of that foot toe? Yeah. The cat's missing her tail. Kitties that are missing things, and the cat distribution you know what I'm trying to say. System, the kitty system keeps on sending me kitties that are missing things. I don't look for kitties that are missing things. They just come to me. One that's like missing, I don't know. No, her having no tail is a natural thing. He was born missing his toe. That is a natural deformity on him. It wasn't an injury or anything like that. He was just born that way. Gaga. He was born that way. And then, of course, she's a bobtail cat. That's her breed. She was born with no tail, but she also has a shorter body. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Let's see. Trying to lure the other one out. Miss RBF. RBF. Miss Beach. Your Majesty. Be very high strung. Miss RBF. Cutest thing ever. But it's damn near impossible to get a smile out of her. She is just resting bitch face. No matter what you do, doesn't matter how loudly she may be purring, how intensely she's making those fucking biscuits. She's judging the fuck out of you. That is her, and we love her for it. You're not really hungry, man. The first year of his life must have been rough. Okay, rest of his story. So, of course, I see him, love him, take him home. But of course, we also have to do due diligence and make sure this wasn't an oopsie. Like, this family didn't pack up all these donations and he just slipped his sneaky little ass in there, unbeknownst to them, and they're missing their kitty. So I agreed to temporarily take him until we could figure out what happened. How did he get here? Did you know? Because that happens. You would not believe how many times that has happened where people have donated animals to Goodwill. We want your clothes. We want your household wares. We don't want your fucking pets or your children. That's another one. They don't want you donating the actual children's clothes. Yes. There's so much children's clothes. Good children's toys. But not your fucking child. Ohio Goodwill. Look it up. They straight up donated their child to Goodwill. Anyway, back to the animals. People do that to the animals. So, just in case you didn't know, when you pull through the donor drive, there's a security camera pointed at the drive. And the reason you're told to come in a specific way is so that camera can see your plates. This has more to do with like if you show up after business hours and you see somebody's donated is a good ass couch. You want that couch and you go and pull up in that drive and you take that couch. Well, now they get your license plate because technically you just committed theft because once it's on Goodwill property, it is their property. And they will, they will sometimes go after you for that, depending on the manager, what they choose to see. But yeah, don't advise. Don't advise. Anyway, yeah. So we have their plate of the people we believe donated those bags. And we can track from the point that those bags came out of their vehicle, came into our building, and then got divided up between the hangars. Like it was on camera for the whole point. So yeah, we know you. This these bags came from you. Ring, ring, ring. Hey. Hi, yeah, so this is your local Goodwill. We believe you recently donated some items and yeah, everything's fine, but yeah. Are you missing a cat? Yeah, are you missing a cat? No. No. What cat? I don't have a fucking cat. Meanwhile, in the background, you hear a little kid go, Mommy, we find our cat? Mommy, no. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Bye. Okay. So either that was a happy accident for them or it was intentional. Regardless, he's my cat now. Because they were like, Kitty who? I don't know him. Never heard of him. What's a fucking cat? They said that was that story time. Back to this shit. How should I pair y'all up? I guess. Should I pair them up by coupling or by like team? But then if I do it by team, Gar's kind of on his own, right? I don't want Gar to be on his own. I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I'll do it by team. Sort of like when they got their team pictures done. Yeah, by team. Sakura in the middle. Put a little more respect on the name. That's all I'm saying. Mm. Do you need putty on your feet? You probably need putty on your feet. Sorry. I swear I feel very chaotic right now. I know it's just because the world is shiny and happy and sparkly and pretty. Alright, okay. No, no, Sakura down! No, girl, no! I guess since I started with Lee, so maybe I'll go with Himo. Not Himawari. Fuck. Hinata. Goddamn, for a minute there. Little Hinata do look a lot like little Himawari. Now that I think about it. Hold on. Side quest. Okay, yeah. So, little Himawari, little Hinata. He's so cute. I mean, I knew they were going for the similarities, but I hadn't really seen them like side by side. So, yeah. I think even like I had heard like the design on Himawari's sweater is supposed to be like a nod to Hinata's coat design. I'll have to bring up the. I'll have to bring it up to remember because certainly that does not show her coat design at all. Pushing her kind of behind, leading in her little timid way. Let OCD shine in healthy ways. Shine in healthy ways. It will not overtake me in unhealthy ways. Poop in her own way, right? Do it by team. Maybe he was better off he died. Oh, by the way, if you haven't gotten to that point yet, spoiler! My bad. But it's been around a long time. You should probably know by now that, yeah, he didn't survive the war. Nope. Nope. He didn't survive. That's all. Maybe it's for the best, though. Because the way they neutered, they would have probably jacked up his hair as bad as they jacked up Gara's hair. Okay? Oh my god. Gara needs a sue. Worst haircut ever. You're not hungry, man. Actually, what time is it? You might be. Fair. Fair, you might be hungry. Okay, fine. You win. Be right back. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I do lock my non-toe kitty. Yeah, I'm gonna go with nine-toe kitty. Nine-tail fox reference. If you don't, yeah, I have to lock him in the bathroom because apparently first year of his life he was food wasn't much around. He's always afraid there's never gonna be the next meal, and I don't know why because I always fucking feed him. I feed him too well. Like I had to back off because he started getting real chunky there, like real chunky for a little bit. So he had to go on a diet, and it wasn't until he had to go up and down the stairs that he finally slimmed down some. But he's always afraid, so he like inhales his food. I've tried slow feeder dishes and all that shit, but he inhales his food while he's locked on her food. So I had to remove her from his sight. That slowed him down a little bit. But then he'd just be like, I know where she's at though. I'll just high time I'll ask wherever her food is and I'm gonna eat it. I had to lock him up. But This way he'll eat some of his food. He'll go and try the door, realize he can't get to her dish, and he'll go back to his. Now, sometimes he'll resume eating at a more normal rate. There have been times he has just sat there and waited for the door to finally open so he can check her dish where she may have left him some scraps, may not have. Whatever the situation, she goes and checks his dish and she'll steal some of his food because he's so just focused on getting her food. I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, he gets locked up and then he has to stay in there a few minutes to hopefully keep him, if he's going to puke, because he inhales his food, he does it in the bathroom. Rather have it on the tile than on the wood. And that means it's pretty easy to clean it off the wood, so. But still, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, no. I don't want to hear it. Nobody want to hear that shit, right? No. Anyway. Alright. Who are we going to position next? We have Gaara, I guess, would make sense because I'm still gonna end up grouping Team 7 together, sort of ish. I don't know. Yeah. Let's do Gaara. Okay, you're not flat footed right there. Trying to find. All the others have had solid bottomed feet. He does not, so not really much for the putty to stick to. Ugh. Whatever. Fine. It's fine. Can we take a moment to appreciate this cuteness? Isn't he cute? He's cute. You know he is. Yeah. He's looking into your eyes. You love him. I love him. And at least now I get the markings for the gourd. Okay, they got this bit better too as far as the jumpsuit goes. Anyway, distractions. Are you done, RBF? Queen? Mm. Right. So, Team 7. How am I going to pose you guys? Do you all have. Well, he has a solid bottom to his feet, but the rest of them don't. Makes a little bit more pain. So should I do them like the team photo? But then you really can't see Kakashi because their poses don't work out that way. So he'd be blocked. They can't really do the team photo. What should I do, Kakashi? I have to repaint that headband. It is distracting how it is the same color as your own hair. I am being too judgmental over a fucking toy that came in a kid's meal. What the fuck? Yeah. Trying to pose them in a way that goes with their personalities and the pose that they already have. Himawari kind of behind Lee a little bit, but not exactly. Neji slightly, ahead and off, like away from from Hinata. Why do I keep on want to calling her Himawari? Hinata. Fuck. Anyway, then of course, Gaara's just gonna be angry all the way to the edge of the shelf, staring out, because, he's a scary little fucker. And then, of course, Kakashi just sliding in. He watching. He's not saying he's watching, but he's watching. Uh, I hope I'm entertaining somebody because I am thoroughly entertaining myself with my joy over this stupid little shit. Little plastic toys. But honestly, like, find your joy. Like, if you cause no harm, get consent and all that. But, like, find your happiness. Find what brings you joy, because you're gonna fucking die. Enjoy what you got. Till then, don't be a sourpuss like this fucker. Look at him. Oh, so angry at the world. You will never be Itachi. His positioning. He appears to be equal to Kakashi as far as where he stands, but he's actually just slightly behind him. You know? Okay, maybe we should do Sakura next. Yeah, we should do her next so she can look at Sasuke. So with her, equal to Sasuke as far as standing on the same line, if there was a line. But of course, she's got that arm. talk towards him. Can we talk? Like, seriously, that is unhealthy attachment. They work it out. Like, they go from one extreme. Like, oh yeah, it's weird. Their relationship, so much of like obsessing and distance and the. You do you though. I mean, for the right person, we gotta do distance. We gotta do distance. I don't know if I'd support your self placed sentence to redeem yourself or whatever, but yeah, you do you. And finally, Naruto. Yeah, it's getting hot. Yeah, so let's go with the extras over here. What do I have left? Don't need. I gotta open. I gotta open. So now we'll take these four. They're extras and put them on this shelf right behind me. And then I have these two I can put in the car. Yeah, they did. I have to fix you, honey. The gloves just. Oof, the gloves. Now thinking for over here. Ugh. Jeez. What time is it? It's getting a little late, isn't it? Or early, depending on where you're at or what you're. Start with Sasuke. This will work with him because he actually has the full bottomed feet. Lee does too, which is helpful since he can't stand on his own. He's alcoholic little ass. Functioning drunk, but not quite functioning. I was thinking, since he's, doing his little cock pose, the little things, man. I don't care if it's stupid and silly. It makes me happy. Right, Lee? Man, if I keep getting distracted and keep on going on so many like side quests, whatever, getting distracted. as I do. It would take forever. It really is. But you. Hmm. Yeah. Just, I don't think this is gonna stay up here. Oh, 3D printed this bad boy too. I need to put it on the wall. It's pretty. You can't really appreciate see, but we have a specific plate for our printer that uses grooves and such to give it a prismatic reflection back. So very pretty. At least I think so. I mean, if you just see it in person, nah, I don't think the lighting will help. But yeah, but really, it is a trial getting the print to stick in the plate in the first place because you can't use glue. That defeats the purpose because if you put glue on this plate, then you're not going to get the angles you need to get that prismatic reflection back. Because it's all about cuts and angles. If you didn't know. Anyway, side quest, but we're going to hang that up. But first, back to Lee. I think Lee is not the sturdiest of shelves, so I gotta be careful. Supposed to be a plant stand, but I don't know what plant you want to risk putting on. Maybe the lower shelves. Wait, who's next? Neji. Yeah. Where? Ashi next. Vincent. We'll have him. What angle him? Like, he knows. God, I sound crazy, don't I? Well, I'm positioning like he knows Sasuke's ass is right over there, and he's aware, not far. Skip. I am putting way too much stuff into positioning the back. Neji. Sweet, well, not really sweet Neji. If you, okay, if it wasn't for his like backstory, he'd just be a dick. Let's be real. I mean, really, like if it was not the whole being a from this branch family and having to have that shit first marking put on your head, like forced obedience and all that shit. Like, if it wasn't for that, I don't like all that aside. Didn't know any of that. You just think he was a smug dick, right? Like, it, the snobby kid, like the rich kid's cousin, like he's rich too, but not as rich, but more talent. Yeah, like, he's cocky in his own right, but yet got a grudge. Oh. Would we care about Neji if we didn't know about the backstory? That's the point. Probably not. I almost forgot. Dance might be. No. Technical difficulties. Right does not want to work. Well, I thought it was a brilliant idea, but now it doesn't want to work. Maybe I need batteries. That requires an adult that's more responsible than me right now, and yep, I am not the adult in the situation. I will ask that said adult to take care of changing the batteries for me. But I have a little moonlight set up down there, so it'll shine on the shelf, and I can cast it in like Naruto's colors, Sasuke's colors, whatever fucking colors I want. Oh, did I tell you what I now have shit on the top shelf right now, but they're just up there for now until I can unbox them and put them on my like other crush shelf. I got a lot of anime crushes. Um, yeah. So goal is the top shelf's gonna be left empty. Cause you know those cloud ceilings with the lights, lightning cloud ceilings, whatever. I don't get the energy to do an entire ceiling. Okay? The clock is on the second half for me, so don't got the time for that. What I did have the time to do was acquire a dome. So one of our neighbors, I think it was a pull vacuum of some sort, but like the industrial pull vacuum with the big clear dome on top, covering the components stuff. Like, so this is a big clear dome. I took that and I've lined it with cotton, and I'm gonna wire up some lights for behind it and mount it on the wall just above the shelf. So that way I can have, rather than a cloud lightning ceiling, I can have a storm in a bottle situation. Like it's in a dome. It's not exactly a bottle, but I've contained the storm into this. You get what I'm saying, right? That's cool. But I gotta finish wiring because I've already got all the cotton glued and shit. Projects, projects, projects. Anyway, but yeah. So many things, so little time. Ugh, headache, icky. And I need to play with my fidget after this. to get this crummy feeling. Ugh. Bye. Get yourself a human fidget. Best fidget ever. Trouble sleeping, human fidget. Anxiety, human fidget. I will not explain further. Where are we gonna put it? Because I don't. I guess I could set it right over the shelf. I have a picture I want to hang here that lights up. It's a set of cherry dice and lights up pink and cute, and that'll go with my kitty headphones over here. It's a theme. Except for you can't see the tentacles sticking out of my wall holding said kitty headphones because can't watch anime and not get the hentai joke. You got to be in on the jokes. Sorry, anxiety. Man, shit. I wish I could set my real anxiety aside so fucking easily. Just done with you, anxiety. God, I wish. I do. You like that? You like that, maybe? This on the wall. Foam residue from previous decorations. Live and learn. What am I doing? I got sidetracked. Rubber ducky, I need you for later because I found your baby. I just don't remember where I put your baby. We'll leave you on my desk for now. Anxiety. A little bit last night. You did cute. Tell you. I love you because you're so cute. But I hate you because you fucked me up. God, you get me so fucked up. But yeah, we gonna keep you around, boo boo. I'm just gonna keep with like the little things. If I'm gonna keep with the little things, maybe I should have. I don't know. These. Of course, you know. Now thinking, depending on how my dome cloud light looks, I thought it'd be kind of cool to get a figure that looks, Naruto figurine that is in the giant Rasengan pose. So his arm is upstretched and they could look like I could do the lighting in a way that makes it look like he's doing this giant Rasengan. So I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I'm not, am I? But yeah, I think that'd be a cool look. So I might have to be on the lookout for a Naruto that's in that kind of pose. But for now, Honestly, I should probably repaint that shelf. Oh well. A later me problem. Yes. No, they're ornaments, okay? It's a bit aggressive, just I guess you're not supposed to look at the back. Oh, is that supposed to be the cord? Okay, that's supposed to be the fucking cord, okay. I'm dumb. No. I just had mushroom pizza and baked potato gummy. Yeah, so it's just a Hallmark Nintendo controller. Memories. That's it. Might have to. I did, yeah. Game Boy, the pre Game Boy games. Not gonna say what year they came out, but the pre Game Boy games. Like, you could play Mario, but you could only play Mario on it. It was the shittiest fucking screen ever. But God, I loved playing it so much. Wore it the fuck out. And then they finally came out with Game Boy. And then I loved my Nintendo DS. I loved my Wii. Loved my Super Nintendo. I was a bit distracted during like the Nintendo 64 time. Like I might have been focused on dating and shit at the time. Anyway, but yeah, I always played mainly Nintendo games. If not computer games, it was Nintendo games. Really got into any of the others. Yeah. Uh, put some putty on it just to make sure. Sadly, I think I am winding down. Much. Maybe I'll do this like every once a week or something. Maybe, or maybe I just need to stop talking about other shit. God, like, what's the point of having your little treasures and stuff if you don't have a story behind it of why you got it? I know this came from our local Walmart clearance. Why'd I buy it? Because I have so many memories of sitting in front of the TV, playing games, playing Mario and Zelda, and actually really love Zelda. Uh, Duck Hunt was another one. I really liked that one. Dog. I just wanted to shoot the dog, though. Was I the only one? Did anybody else want to shoot the dog? Sure, I got these. Same time I got the controller. Yoshi egg. The bring bring box. Whatever sound that thing makes. I can hear it in my head when you. Little star. That's not very good. Whatever. It's cute though. There we go. You can see the face. Show. Fuck, too late. Boom. Maybe attach. Maybe I could attach it to my little ring thingy. That might be cute. I'm getting too distracted. Getting too distracted. And that's like kind of bulky, so maybe just the star. bracelet off. But I use that. Like, I get a lot of use out of that bracelet. Keep me from dropping shit and like cracking a screen again. Why annoy me anyway? Having that floppy. Yeah, okay. It was worth a thought, but no. I will not put you on my phone. I guess I'll just stick to putting it on the shelf with the controller. Oh, instead of posing it. No, putting way too much thought into it, but just not cause no harm, do yourself. Egg. Probably take the threads off, the little strings off, but I like you know that they're supposed to be ornaments. Not trying to crowd it, but there are other things that need their space too. It makes sense. shelf. What? As whatever. Work in progress, work in progress. Just gotta remind myself. Work in progress. It's not that serious. You know what I'm thinking? It's a good time to wrap it up. Say goodnight. And sleep good dreams, I guess. I don't know. My brain's not braining anymore. So, if you have enjoyed yourself, want to see what comes next, see what the hell I have or what I'll get distracted by, like, subscribe, do all the things. But most of all, have fun. Good.